So we have with us Miss Kairavi Mehta. Welcome, Miss Mehta. So can you please briefly introduce to our viewers and talk about your company?
Yes. So my company's name is VK Industrial Corporation Limited. We are into steel distribution industry, and my role over there has been since the last 10 years as the CEO of VKICL. The brand is known for being a one-stop solution for stocking various grades and types of steel of various brands under one roof. So we are catering to all the OEM customers pan India.
Okay, so congratulations for the award. Can you please tell me what you're feeling about this and what this award means to you?
So actually, I'm very honored to be receiving this award at such a young age. It is not something that I had imagined that I will be, getting so early in my career. But I'm very thankful to Businessworld for the same. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family, my team, and all my mentors who have been a part of this journey. And actually, most importantly, the naysayers, because I think they were the fuel to my fire. They added all the fuel to my fire, and yeah, it feels amazing. And sharing the stage with such young, promising disruptors.
So what inspired you to become an entrepreneur, and if you can tell me a story about behind it?
So actually, it's a story rooted in a very traditionally set Indian household. It was very similar to, like, my father had started this business in steel distribution like 35 years ago, and I remember hearing this around me all the time, saying that, why I, like, they would tell my father, why are you working so hard, because you have two daughters and they cannot be taking over your steel family business. And I think so. It was. I remember I was 11 years old, and that's when I decided that just because I am a woman, you cannot underjudge the capabilities that I hold, and at the same time, you cannot take away the dream that my father can have. So I think since then it was my goal that I wanted to take over the family business and prove that women can also do, which is things that are undone if we are given the equal stage and opportunities. So I think it started with that, but then I think the goal has become bigger about, how to show that any kind of marginalized communities can do anything in any sector. So it has become more for about that now.
So when we talk about India's growth, women participation, active participation of women force is extremely necessary. So what are the tips that you can give to young female entrepreneurs who are just starting?
So I think nowadays women are already out there. Luckily, in this century, we don't have to really, fight for what we deserve and fight for all the opportunities. I would just say, forget the gender barriers, keep challenging the society norms, and just treat the whole world as your own stage, because everything is possible. And most importantly, I feel like because we were such a marginalized community at some point. So also try to bring in the other marginalized communities like transgender, other not so the caste problems that we have in India, like bring them on board as well. So that way we can do our bit and give back to the society.
Okay, so you talk about diversity and bringing in together all kind of people. So do you think government should play a role in this?
Yes, I think government plays a very huge role, and recently they came up with the rule that all the government universities will be giving free education for transgenders. So it was such a good read that, government is already working towards it, because that is the need of the hour. Why are some people left out of so many different things? That's just very unfair, and I'm so glad that government is taking steps towards it.
So considering the current hurdles such as geopolitical crisis, so what are the things that your sector where you operate in faces challenges it faces?
Okay. So when I joined the steel distribution industry 10 years ago in India, there were no women, if I can say. Like, manufacturing industry still had women, but distribution industry never had any women. I was one of the first ones. We were severely underrepresented in this industry. And also another problem was that the technology, like, was not there. It was such a traditionally unorganized industry that it still was surviving on pen and paper in 2014. So you can imagine, like, when the world had reached where. So during my 10 years, I already kind of broke the gender barriers and brought technology to this industry. Now, in the coming 10 years, what I feel the industry really needs is, focus on climate change. So steel is, manufacturing of steel causes a lot of carbon dioxide emissions, and hence green steel is the need of the hour, and that is what we are also focusing in the coming decade at VK Industrial Corporation. There are few smaller initiatives that we've already taken, like we are trying to transport most of our goods through LNG powered trucks, and then we are also trying to create a larger market for green steel. So, we are working with mills to promote more green steel. So that is just the beginning, but I think this is the need of the hour for the entire, like, this industry plus the planet, like all of us.
So as we are all set to enter 2024, so can you tell us about internal strategies and goals that you are going to pursue in next year?
So like I said, green steel is something that I'm pursuing head on. Another thing is, while we have brought technology, but now I'm trying to upgrade it with AI based technology. So those are the two major things that I'm working on in the immediate future. And like I said, another cause which is very close to my heart is, like, supporting other marginalized communities. So I think those three will be my focus in the coming years.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you,
Thanks.
thank you, thank you.